Hello students, in this video we are going to give you the 40 questions which were asked in the previous, that is September Mat 2022 question paper. Already we have discussed the question paper pattern and also the question paper analysis in our previous video. The link for that video I'll give you in the description box. You can check with that. And in this video we're going to give you all the 40 questions with its solution. So watch till the end of this video to learn more about the shortcuts. Now, the first question, if the dimension of a room is 6 meter, 2 meter and 3 meter, then find the length of the longest rod that can be placed in the room. See, if it is 2 dimension, the longest rod is nothing but its diagonal. See, take this, it is a shape of a square. We know that the diagonal of a square is a root 2. Square is nothing but where all the sides are equal. In case of rectangle, if you take rectangle, the two sides are parallel, right? And the diagonal of the rectangle is square root of L square plus B square. But when it comes to a three-dimensional room, okay, so how will you insert the longest rod in that room? It is nothing but the body diagonal of that room. The body diagonal of that room will cover its length, breadth and height, and the formula is L square plus B square plus H square. So if you apply the above values in this formula, you'll get the answer 6 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. So what is 6 square? It is nothing but 36, 2 square 4 and 3 square 9. Square root of 49, we know 7. So 7 meter is your answer. So you should know the diagonal of a square is a root 2 and the rectangle, the diagonal of a rectangle is square root of L square plus B square, and the diagonal of a room, that is, we call it as body diagonal. The body diagonal of a room is nothing but square root of L square plus B square plus H square. Okay, we'll move to the next question. Now, see here, if the length and breadth of the two rectangular carpets, here L1 and L2, is nothing but 5:3. And breadth is B1 and B2, it is 9:10. Find the ratio of their area. So we know that the area of a rectangle is length into breadth. So L1 into B1 to the ratio of L2 into B2. What is L1? 5. And B1 is 9 to the ratio of L2 3 and B2 is 10. So 5 nines are 45 is to 30. What is 45 is to 30? You can cancel both in terms of 15 table. You'll get 3 is to 2 is your answer. So you should know the area of rectangle is L into B and its perimeter is 2 into L plus B. And when it comes to area of a square, you should know area of a square, you have to use A square and its perimeter is nothing but 4A. Okay, do you understand? So these are the basic concepts you should know. Okay, these are the basic formulas you should know. Now we'll move on to the next question. See, it is a question based on the time and work problem. Okay, they have given, see, A and B together can do your work in 24 days. A alone can complete the work in 36 days. See, you should know one thing. While reading the question itself, you should start solving the problem because time management is very important. And in our question paper analysis video, I told you that you should allot only 40 minutes for these 40 questions in your exam hall. Okay, so then only you can at least try up to 30 plus questions. Okay, so the basic strategy is, so by seeing the words, okay, if I see the words itself, like days together, like work, okay, I'll just decide like, okay, it is a question based on time and work. So what I'll do is, okay, I'll set my mind, okay, we are going to solve a question based on time and work. So accordingly, I will plan in the next fraction of second itself, and then I'll proceed with the problem. Okay, so likewise, if I see a question based on time and work, so what you have to do, you should start solving while reading the question itself. See, you don't have much time, like you can read 2 to 3 times a question and then you can solve. No, definitely it is not possible in the MAT exams or in the CAT exams. Okay, so what you have to do is you should start solving the question while reading it itself, while reading it for the first time itself. That is very important. Okay, so A and B together can do your work in 24 days. So A alone can do the work in 36 days. How long will B alone take to complete the work is my question. So if a question is of time and work, just go by the LCM method. This is the type 1 problem. So what is the LCM for 24 and 36? You should know. You know it is 12 and 18. Again, you can do 2, 6, 9. So 2 and 3, 4. Sorry, if I 9. And again, you can cancel in terms of 2 table. Sorry, 3 table. 3 or 1 times, 3 times. Okay, so 2 twos are 4. 4 twos are 8. 8 threes are 24. 24 into 3, 72 is the LCM. Let us consider the total work is 72 work. Okay, if I give the total 72 work to A and B, he will complete the work in 24 days. They both will together complete the work in 24 days. So in one day, both A and B will complete 72 by 24 part of the work, that is 3 works. Together, they will complete 3 work in a day. In case of A, if I take, okay, if I give 72 works to A, he will take 36 days to complete that work. In one day, A will complete 72 by 36, 2 parts of the work. Okay, one day A will complete 2 parts of the work. So we know that so A alone can do 2 works in a day. Both will do 3 work together or 3 work together, right? So the one day work of B is nothing but 3 minus 2, 1 work. Okay, B can do 1 work in a day. To complete 72 work, he takes 72 days. Okay, that is the answer, right? Now, shall we move on to the next question? Now see. Yash bought 20 dozen pens and sold them equal to selling price of 16 pence. See, 20 dozen pens. 20 dozen pens is nothing but 1 dozen is 12 pens, right? So 20 dozen pens, 20 into 12 to 40 pens. And his profit is 16 pence. So 240 minus 16, it is nothing but 224. Okay, see, while selling 224 pence itself, he is getting back his invested amount. And now the profit is 16 pence and remaining 16 pence will be the profit. Okay, so 16 by 224 into 100. So what is 16 by 224? You can cancel both in terms of 4 table, right? 4 times 5, 56. Again 4 times 1 by 14. So what is 1 by 14? And you should know the fractional value. 1 by 7 is nothing but 14.28 percentage. And 1 by 14 is nothing but it is half the value of 1 by 7, 7.14 percentage. So the fraction which represents 7.14 percentage is 7, 1 by 7 percentage is your answer. Okay, now we'll move to the next question. Yes, grocer mixes. Okay, it comes the word like mix, right? Mix 2 varieties. Okay, then I'll set my mind. Okay, it is a problem based on allegation. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, so allegation, you know that's cross method, right? So you have to write the lowest value in the top left corner and largest value in the top right corner and the mixture value in the middle. You should write the mixture value in the middle. Okay, this is the basic format for allegation. Here you should write the lowest value and here it should write the highest value. Okay, now see here. In what ratio must a grocer mix 2 varieties of pulses costing 65 per kg and 120 per kg? Okay, there are 2 values. Okay, so the grocer is going to mix 2 varieties. Each variety 1 costs 65 rupees and the variety 2 costs 120 rupees. The lowest of is what? 65. So I'll enter here. And highest of it is 120. And he mixes and the cost of mixture is 85 rupees. You should write the mixture cost in the middle. Okay, and the value here is you should subtract these two values, that is 120 minus 85 and here it is 85 minus 65. So what is 120 minus 85? It is nothing but 35 and is to 20. So you can cancel both in terms of 5 table, you'll get 7 is to 4 as answer. So the grocer mixture in the ratio 7 is to 4. Okay, to get the mixture of worth 85 rupees per kg. Okay, so it is a question based on allegation. Right, now we'll move to the next question. Okay, so 4 months, rupees and B joint. Okay, it is a problem based on partnership. Okay, by seeing the words itself, I'll just confirm. Okay, it is a problem based on partnership. Now, what I'll do? A started business with 52,000. A started his business with 52,000 and B after 4 months joined him with 39,000. Next, they are saying that at the end of the 1 year. And okay, then I'll guess that A has invested for 12 months and B has invested for 8 months because only after 4 months B has joined the game, right? Now, B received 20,000 including 25% of the profit as commission for managing the business. See, B will receive, see, B has received profit for his investment as well as he manages the business. Okay, for managing the business, he receives 25% of the profit. Okay, see, if the profit percentage is 100%, 25% is going to be for managing the business. Okay, and remaining 75% goes to A and B for their investment. Okay, now, so this 75% only they will share in here. Okay, so you can cancel and 52 and 39 you can cancel in terms of 13th table, 4 times, 3 times. Again, we can cancel 3 and 12. 3 1 times, 12, 4 times. Again, you can cancel 4 and 8 2 times. So 4 is to 2, again you can reduce it to 2 is to 1. So if the 75% of the amount goes to A and B for their investment, they'll share in the ratio 2 is to 1. That is 50% of the amount to, in that 75%, 50% will go to A and 25% to B. So already B has another 25%, right? Of the total profit, already B has another 25% for managing the business. And now for his investment, he got another 25%. So both together is 50%. This 50% is 20,000 and this is for B. Okay, so another 50% of the profit goes to A. The value will be same 20,000, right? So your answer is 20,000. Okay, now we'll go to the next question. Okay, now what is the greatest number? Okay, it is a question based on LCM and HCF. So what I'll do is, okay, then it is better if you go with the options. Okay, what is the greatest number which will divide 51, 124, 77 to leave 3, 4, 5 as reminder? So, okay, the greatest number, I'll check with 36. So if I divide 51 by 36, definitely 2 times of 36 is 72. 3 cannot be my reminder. So I'll drop this 36 option. Okay, if I go with 24. I know that 51 by 24, 2 times of 24 is 48 and the remainder is 3. And 124 by 24 is nothing but 5 times of 24 is 120, remainder is 4. And 77 by 24, 3 times of 24 is 72 and the remainder is 5. So option D is your answer for this question. So within 20 to 30 seconds, you can solve this question. Okay. Now we'll go to the next question. A triangle having its angles in the ratio of 3 is to 4 is to 5 is known as, see, 3 is to 4 is to 5, you should know it forms a Pythagorean triplet. Pythagoras theorem we apply only in a right angle triangle. This is a very simple question. You can make it in a 2 to 3 seconds. That's it. Right? Now, see here. Now, yes, in a business A and B invested amount. Okay, again, it is a question based on investment. Okay, it comes under the partnership topic, right? Okay, now see here. In a business A and B invest amount in the ratio 3 is to 2. Okay, and A and C invested in the ratio of 5 is to 4. See, it is a question based on both partnership and ratio concept. My question is, if the total profit is okay, 55,500. I just see, I don't use to read the question completely, but by seeing the words itself, I'll try to understand. Only it will come by practice. Okay, so 55,000 profit comes. Okay, they got 55,500 as the total profit, and see how much amount of profit B will receive. So I just want to calculate the amount of profit which is going to be received by B. Okay, so here I got two ratio. Then now I want to combine these two ratio to get the profit of B, right? So if A is to B is 3 is to 2 and B is to A will be 2 is to 3. Now combine, if you combine B is to A and A is to C, the ratio of combination is BA into AA to the ratio of AC. This is the combination. You should remember for combining two ratios. Now just come back 2:3 and then 5:4. You'll get 2 5s are 10, 3 5s are 15, and 3 4s are 12. So they'll share profit if the ratio 10:15 is to 12. See, if ratio is 10:15 is to 12, so this is the ratio of B, A, and C. If ratio is 10:15 is to 12, if I ask you what is the total parts, so you should add all the three values. 37 is the total parts. So divide this 55,500 by total parts 37. Okay, then you'll get 1 times and 1500 as your answer. See, the value of one part is 1500. What's the value of 10 parts? The value of 10 parts will be 15,000. Okay, now see here. We'll move to the next question. 4 tabs A, B, C, and D are fixed in the system. Okay, then I will fix like, okay, it is a problem based on time and work. So I'm fixing 4 tabs. The empty system is filled by 3 tabs. A, let us consider the A tab, and it is B type, and it is C tab. Okay, so A tab fills the system in 2 hours, B tab fills the system in 3 hours, and C tab fills the system in 6 hours. The full system is emptied by the tab D in 4 hours. If all the 4 taps are opened simultaneously, then the empty system will be filled up in how many hours is my question. Okay, do you understand? If all the 4 taps are opened simultaneously, then the empty system will be filled up in how many hours? Okay, now let us take the LCM of 2, 3, 6, and 4. The LCM of 2, 3, 6, and 4 is 12. Okay, if I take A tap, and then we will consider total parts of the tank as 12. Okay, the 12 parts of the tank will be filled by A in 2 hours. In 1 hour, A can fill 6 parts of the tank. And 12 parts of the tank can be filled by B in 3 hours. In 1 hour, B can fill 4 parts. And if I take C can fill 12 parts of the tank in 6 hours. In 1 hour, C can fill 12 by 6, 2 parts. And if I take D, which is going to empty the tank, right? Okay, D, 4 hours it takes. In 1 hour, D will do 12 by 4, 3 parts of the tank. D will empty 3 parts. Okay, what about the 1 hour process? If all the 4 taps are open simultaneously, and we know that A, B, and C will fill the tank and D will empty the tank. So add the individual 1 hour work of A, B, and C taps. 6 plus 4 plus 2 minus 3. So 12 minus 3 is what? 9 parts. In 1 hour, if all the 4 taps are opened, 9 parts will be filled. Okay, and now listen. So 1 hour, take 1 hour, and then remaining 3 parts has to be filled, right? 3 parts will be filled in next 1 hour. We know that the net work of the 1 hour is 9 parts. So 1 3 by 9, 1 by 3 hours is your answer. Okay, do you understand this? Right? Now, we'll see. We'll go to the next one. The height of 2 right circular cones are in the ratio to 3:2, and the perimeters of their bases 1:3. Okay, I've seen the word itself. I'll come to understand it's a question based on mensuration, and volume of the cone is nothing but 1 by 3 pi r square h. And they have given height when h1 to h2 ratio is 3:2, and perimeter of the cone is nothing but circular base. Cone has circular base, right? So circumference of the cone, the formula is 2 pi r. 2 pi r1 is to 2 pi r2. The ratio is 1:3. They should have given like the radius of the cone, but indirectly they have given like the perimeter of the cone. So if you can cancel 2 pi, right? So r1 is to r2 is nothing but 1:3. Now find out the ratio of volume of their cone. So 1 by 3 pi r1 square h1 divided by 1 by 3 pi r2 square h2. So 1 by 3 pi, 1 by 3 pi will get cancelled. So what is r1 square? 1 square into h1, 3. r2 square, 3 square into h2, 2. So 3 divided by 3 square into 2. 3 and 1 3 will get cancelled. You'll get 1 by 6. That is 1:6 as your ratio. Okay, this is your answer. Next, in a company, there are 7 CAs, 6 MBAs, and 3 engineers. Okay, then I'll come to know like, okay, it is a question based on permutation and combination. Here, you're going to select and you're going to form a committee. Okay, if a term like selection, committee, forming a committee, then fix it in your mind that you have to use the concept of combination. Okay, combination we represent it as C. So there are 7 CAs and 6 MBAs and 3 engineers. Okay, in how many ways the committee can be formed? If there are 2 members from each other, okay, you are going to select 2 CAs from 7 and 2 MBAs out of 6 MBAs and 2 engineers out of 3. So 7C2 into 6C2 into 3C2. So 7 into 6 divided by 2 into 1 into 6 into 5 divided by 2 into 1 into 3 into 2 divided by 2 into 1. 2 will get cancelled. 2 here 3 times, 2 here 3 times. So 21 into 15 into 3. So which is equal to 21 into 45. What is 21 into 45? 945 is your answer. Do you understand? 945 is your answer. Next. A person invests money in the 3 different schemes. So 5 years, 10 years, and 12 years. So, okay, investment. When it comes to investment, simple interest, by saying the terms itself, I'll come to know, okay, it is a question based on simple interest. So, simple interest, the formulas we know that is PNR by 100. Okay, see the question. A person invests money in 3 different schemes. So, the value of N is 5 years, 10 years, and 12 years. Let's consider scheme 1, scheme 2, and scheme 3. And the rate of interest he invests on the 3 schemes is 3 schemes are 12%, 12%, and 15%. Okay, at the completion of each scheme, he gets the same interest. So the concept is what? You should get the same amount of simple interest at the end of the scheme in all the 3 schemes. So you have to vary with now all the N and R gets varied, but you should get a common value in, and then it should be common, right? So to get a common value, the principal amount will differ for all the 3 schemes, right? 5 12s are 60, 120, and here it is 180. Now, just what I'll do is I'll just calculate the LCM for 60, 20, 120, and 180. What is a 6, 12, and 18 ratio is nothing. That is LCM is nothing but 36. 360 I should get. So only if I multiply 60 by 6, I'll get 360, and 3, I'll get 360, and 3, I'll get 360. So now you all will get same amount and same simple interest, right? So 180 into 2. So the investment should be in the ratio 6 is to 3 is to 2 in order to get same simple interest at the end of the 3 schemes. Okay. Now, find the time which money becomes 8 times. Okay, 8 times compound interest. It is a question based on compound interest. See, in 2 years, it is 2 years, it will become, find the time which a sum of money becomes 8 times of itself if it doubles itself in every 6 years. See, in the first 6 year, it gets doubles, right? And another 6 year, it gets 4 times of the investment. And again, in another 6 year, it becomes 8 times. So total number of years is what? 18 years. This is a concept based on compound interest. Okay. So your answer is 18 years should be your answer. Next. See, you should know one thing. Trigonometry. So many questions are asked in various batches in the last September Math 2022 exam. So you should know the concept trigonometry. So, okay. Let us consider a right angle is formed at B. And this is theta. The opposite of theta is nothing but opposite. That is okay. And then this is adjacent, and the opposite side way of the right angle formed is hypotenuse. Okay, we know that sine theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Okay, and then cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, and tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. Okay, so hypotenuse. So if tan theta is equal to 3 by 4, it is nothing but 3 represents opposite, hypotenuse 4 represent adjacent. 3, 4. And here it is square root of 3 square 9 plus 16, which is equal to square root of 25, which is equal to 5. Okay, now what is the value of C sine theta? Opposite by hypotenuse, it is nothing but 3 by 5, and cos theta, it is nothing but 4 by 5. And to find out this value, it is enough if you substitute all the values. So 2 into 3 by 5 divided by 1 minus 4 by 5, you will get 6 by 5 divided by 1 by 5. So 5 will get cancelled, 6 is your answer. So note down these formula, it is very important. Okay, now we'll go move to the next question. Okay, find the HCF of highest common factor they're asking. Okay, so the highest common factor which can be divided here, it is 13 to the power 20 minus 1. This is the highest common factor which divides both the value. Okay, now we'll move to the next question. Okay, hollow cylinder. Okay, then I'll come to know it is a question based on hollow cylinder. And okay, they're asking volume of the wood. Okay, volume of the wood in case of volume formula for hollow cylinder is pi h into capital R square minus small r square. Okay, now see the question. A hollow cylinder made of wood has thickness. Okay, its thickness is what? 3 centimeter. Okay, this is the thickness 3 centimeter. As external radius is 5 centimeter. External radius is 5 centimeter. Find the height of the cylinder, it is 10 centimeter. Find the volume of the wood. So volume is equal to pi 22 by 7 into height is 10 centimeter into capital R square 5 square minus, and the internal radius will be 2 square. So 22 by 7 into 10, pi square is nothing but 25, 2 square is 4. So 22 by 7 into 10 into 21. So 7 1 times, 3 times. So 66 into 10, 660 centimeter cube is your answer. Okay, 660 centimeter cube is your answer, right? We'll move on to the next question. A merchant mixes, okay, mixtures. If I see the term like mixtures, then I'll come to know, okay, it is a question based on alligation and mixture. Okay, now see here, there is a difference between the previous question and this question. See, the same X method you are going to follow. Okay, a merchant mixes two varieties of edible oil costing rupees 80 per kg and rupees 125 per kg. The lowest value is 80, you should enter here. The highest value is 125, you should enter here. On selling the mixture at 115, selling price, here they have given the selling price of the mixture. So keep it in mind that in the middle you should always represent cost price of the mixture. Okay, if selling price of the mixture is 115 kilogram, 115 rupees, and the profit is 15 percentage, find the cost price. See, that is 115 percentage is 115. Can you tell me what is 100 percentage? It is nothing but 100, right? So the cost price of the mixture is 100. Now just write 125 minus 100. Here it will come. Here it is 100 minus 80. So 25 is to 20. You'll get 5 is to 4 as your answer. You'll get 5 is to 4 as your answer. Okay. Next. The ratio of two numbers is 3 is to 4. If their sum is 335, what is the LCM of the numbers? See, if the ratio is 3 is to 4, the two numbers will be 3x and 4x. And if their sum is 35, that is 3x plus 4x is 35. 7x is equal to 35. And the x value is nothing but 35 by 7. You will get x value as 5. Find the LCM of the numbers. See, 3x and 4x are the numbers. If I substitute x is equal to 5, I'll get 15 and 20 are the two numbers. What is the LCM for the both numbers 15 and 20? We know it as 60. That is your answer. Okay. Now, we'll move to the next question. Wow, it is a question based on arithmetic progression. That too, they are asking about the sum. See, sum of n terms is equal to, you should know a formula, right? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where n represents the number of terms. So the number of terms from 61 to 200 is nothing but 140 terms are there. And a is the first term in the series, which is nothing but d, 61. And d is the difference in that series. That is second term minus first term, d value is 1. Now substitute in this formula, n is equal to 140 by 2. You'll get 2 into, what is the value of a? 61 plus n minus 1. What is n minus 1? 140 minus 1 into difference 1. So 70 into 2 into 61 is 122 plus 139. So 70 into 1 to 61. Okay, so 7 times 4, 7, 6 or 42, remainder 4, 14, 1, 8, 2, 7, 0 is your answer. So you should remember this formula for finding out the sum of n terms is this one, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. To find the nth term, the formula is a plus n minus 1 into d is the formula to find the nth term of the series. Next, what is a remainder when 5 to the power 453 plus 7 is divided by 4? See, 5 to the power 1. Can you tell me what is 5 to the power 1? 5. 5 square, 25. 5 cube, 125. Okay, and 5 to the power 4? Something, 625, right? So, 5 to the power values will end with 5. Then 5 plus 7, you are going to add it by 12. So, when you divide 12 by 4, the remainder is 0. Remainder will be 0. That is your answer. Okay, now we'll have a short break.
A stylish and well-furnished cafeteria where guests serve themselves from a variety of dishes. Students can select and decide what dish they wish to have.
Hello students, coming back. Yes, now we'll see the next question. Okay. Now, again, this is a question based on LCM. See, by seeing the question itself, I came to know, okay, it is a question based on LCM. The ratio between two numbers is 7 is to 3. I told you that if the ratio is 7 is to 3, you should take the value as 7x and 3x. And their LCM is 105. Okay, now find the numbers they're asking. Can it be, see, if I take ratio for 21 is to 21 and 5, 5 is a prime number. Okay, you cannot divide 5 by any other value. So 21 is to 5 is the ratio. So option A is not my answer. If I take ratio for 35 and 7, 5 is to 1 is the ratio. So this is also not the answer. If I take for 42 and 18, you can divide both in terms of 6 tables, 7 is to 3. But 42 and 18 both are even numbers. Its multiples cannot be in the form of, its multiples cannot end with 5. Okay, so option C is not the answer. So without checking with D, that is the answer. Because you don't have any other options like option E, none of the above, right? So you can easily pick option D as your answer. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Now, we'll go to the next question. Okay, A and B are two alloys of zinc and copper prepared by mixing materials. Okay, it is a question based on mixture. See, the alloy of A, it is made of zinc and copper. Its ratio is 5 is to 2. The alloy of B, which is made of zinc and copper. Its ratio is 9 is to 5. If the alloys are melted, I'm going to melt both the alloys to the ratio 2 is to 1 to form a third alloy. Now, the third alloy, they're asking what is the ratio of the third alloy C. Okay, it is also made up of zinc and copper. Okay, I'm mixing in the ratio 2 is to 1. That is, I'm taking 2 parts from A and 1 part from B. That is, if I take 2 parts from A, the value will become 10 is to 4. And here it will become again 9 is to 5. Now, if I mix both the parts, I'll get what? 10 plus 9, 19, 4 plus 5, 9. So 19 is to 9 is your answer. Okay, 19 is to 9 is your answer. Now, we'll move to the next question. Okay, see the start of the sentence itself says that it is a question based on simple interest. Now let's see. The simple interest on a sum of money for 3 years is 480. Okay, for 3 years, if it is 480, again immediately I'll calculate for 1 year. 1 year it will be 160 rupees. Now, and the compound interest of the same sum at the same interest for 2 years. For compound interest, it is what? 2 years, it is 360. Okay, and keep it in mind that if you calculate a principal, if you take a same principal and calculate for simple interest and compound interest for particularly n per years and r percentage, for the first year, the interest will remain same. Okay, here we know that for 1 year, the simple interest is 160, and for the same principal and for the same rate of interest, the compound interest is also 160. And in the second year, the interest will become 160 plus 160, 320. Okay. And while calculating compound interest for the second year, okay, we will calculate the rate of interest for the investment as well as for, okay, the rate of interest for investment is, that is based on investment. If I calculate rate of interest, the interest is 160. And also I'll take our percentage of first year interest rate, first year interest value, our percentage of first year interest value. So I'll get, already for the first year I have to pay 160, and for the second year another 160. So 320 plus our percentage of 160. So it is together, it is nothing but 360. So 40 is the R percentage of 160. Okay. So what is, I know that 10 percentage of 160 is 16. 50 percentage of 160 is 80. And 25 percentage of the 160 will give me 40. So the rate of interest for this scheme is 25 percentage. Okay. So 25 percentage is your answer. Next. See, the ratio of ages of Krishna and Balram is 3:4. 4 years earlier, the ratio is 5:7. Find the present age of Krishna and Balram. So let us go with the option. What are the options which are in the ratio of 3:4 first? Because the present age ratio is 3:4, right? So now if I take option A, yes, it is on the ratio 3:4. Option B, 24 and 32, I can cancel in terms of A table. Yes, 3:4. And it is 4:5. And here again, it is 4:3, right? So option C and option D are not my answers. 4 years earlier, then you have to subtract 4 from their present ages. 15 minus 4 is 11 and 20 minus 4 is 16. So 11:16 is not the ratio before 4 years, right? It should be 5:7. And now if I check with the option B, 24 minus 4 is 20 and 32 minus 4 is 28. So if I take ratio, 5:7 is the ratio. So option B is the answer. So within 15 to 20 seconds, you can do it. Okay. Some questions are there which you can do it very easily, and few questions will be tough where you have to spend much time. So try to solve as soon as possible the simple questions. Okay, while seeing the question itself, you try to solve. So it is a question based on circles. Okay, it is a question based on geometry. Two circles of same radius, 5 centimeter, intersect each other at point A and B. Okay, take points A and B. If AB is equal to 6 centimeter, they told you that AB is equal to 6 centimeter. And we know that radius is what? 5 centimeter. Okay, 5 centimeter. They're asking what is the distance between the two circles. So if I take C and if I take this point D, see triangle ADC, it forms a triangle, right? If distance, total distance is 6 centimeter and half of 6 is 3, this value will be 3. Now we know that Pythagorean triplet, it is a right angle triangle. The triangle which we have taken now, ADC is a right angle triangle, and 3 4 5 forms a Pythagorean triplet. So the other value will be what? 4. So 4 centimeter, it's the distance between C and D. And now they are asking, what is the distance between two centers, C1 and C2? The distance between two centers will be what? 4 plus 4, 8 centimeters is your answer. Okay, now we'll move on to the next question. Now, oh wow, it is a very interesting question. I used to solve this very eagerly always. Kritika could save 40% of her income. But after 1 year, when her income increased by 10%, she could save the same amount only as before. By how much percentage has her expenditure increased? See, if you see a question based on all the percentages and ratio alone, if they have not given you any exact value, you can assume a value 100, because based on 100, we can do all the calculations easily, right? So here, if I take 100 rupees is Kritika's income. Okay, let us take Kritika's income as 100 rupees. Okay, and 40 percentage she saves, right? And if I calculate expenditure and savings, so what is 40 percentage of 100? It is nothing but 40. And then here her expenditure during that time is 60, right? Now what happens after 1 year? Her income increased by 10 percentage. Now her income is 110 rupees, but her savings remain same 40. Now her expenditure is what? 70, right? Now your expenditure has increased by 10 rupees, but my question is by how much percentage her expenditure increased? Okay, 10 rupees her expenditure increased from the basic value of 60. So 1 by 6. Say you should know here to answer this question very fast. You should know what is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is 33.33 percentage, and 1 by 6 is 16.66 percentage. So 16 2 by 3 percentage is your answer. Option B is your answer. Okay, so you should know fraction to percentage conversion. It is very important for not only for solving percentage related problems, but also for DI problems. Percentage to fraction conversion is very important. Okay, so if you want to crack the mathematical part in math exam, definitely you should be thorough with percentage to fraction conversion. Okay, next. Oh wow, again is a question based on ratio and expenditure and all. Now, monthly incomes of A and B are in the ratio 4:3, and their savings are in the ratio 3:2. Okay, this is savings and income. Okay, if the expenditure each will be 600, expenditure is same. Okay, then the monthly income of each are. See, if I take 1800 and 2400, see here, if find the monthly incomes of A and B. See, monthly incomes they're asking. If I compare the ratio of income, right? 4:3. A earns more, but so option A cannot be your answer because here the value of A is lesser, right? Option A cannot be your answer. Then if I take B option, 2400 and 1600 are their income. Okay, and their expenditure is 600. If so, 2400 minus 600 is what? 1800 is to 1000. So if I take ratio for 18:10, my ratio of their savings will be around 9:5, which is not the ratio which is given in the question. So option B is also not my answer. If I take 2400 and 1800, if I reduce expenditure value, it is what? 1800 and 1200. So the ratio becomes 3:2. It is the savings ratio which is given in the question. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, option C is the correct answer. So try to go from the basic problems, right? Now, this option. So these kind of questions you can go from the options. Wow, the volume of a cube. It is a question based on mensuration. See, volume of cube is nothing but a cube. They're asking surface area. So A cube is 2744. Then you have to calculate what is what? Cubic root of 2744. What is cubic root of 2744? It's very tough, right? Now see here. We know that 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64. Okay. And 5 cube, write down 125. 6 cube, I think 216. And 7 cube 343, and 8 cube 9, I think it is 512, and 9 cube it is nothing but 729, and 10 cube is 1000. So the value is more than 1000, right? And it ends with 4. See, only 4 cube will end with 4. So you can take easily, you can assume that the value of A is 4. If you take 14, if you take cubic root for 2744, okay, the value of A, that is The value of it is 14. So surface area. What is surface area? 6a square is the formula. So 6 into 14 into 14. So 14 square is nothing but 196. So 6 into 196. So 6 into 196, nearly it is 6 into 200. It is more, it is less. If it is 6 into 200, my answer will be 1200, but it is lesser than 200. So my answer will also be lesser than and but nearer to 1200. The only one value which is nearer to 1200 is 1176 is my answer. Okay, you can guess it easily without doing calculations. Next, some staff promised to do a job in 18 days. So let us consider X staffs can do a job in 18 days, but 6 of them left. So X minus 6 people completed the job in 20 days. So it is enough if you find the value of X, right? How many men were there initially? We assumed that initially the men were X, right? So 18X is equal to 20X minus 120. So 120 is equal to 2X. So X is equal to 6. 60. So 60 men were there initially. That's my answer, right? Now, see here, in triangle ABC, let us take a triangle ABC. D and E are the points on AB and AC, and they have given that DE is parallel to BC, AD is equal to X minus 1, and X plus 1, AE is X plus 1, and here it is BD is 2X minus 3, and CE is 2X. So you should know AD by DE. If we draw a line intersecting the points, if we draw a line which intersects the two sides, and if that line is parallel to the third side, you can say that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So x minus 1 divided by 2x minus 3 is equal to x plus 1 divided by 2x. Just cross multiply. 2x into x minus 1 is equal to x plus 1 into 2x minus 3. So 2x square minus 2x is equal to 2x square minus 3x plus 2x minus 3. So 2x square I can cancel. Just take all the x to one side. Minus 2x plus 3x will become, so minus 2x plus 3x minus 2x is equal to minus 3. So minus 4x plus 3x is equal to minus 3. So minus x is equal to minus 3. So x is equal to 3 centimeters is your answer. You got it right? Now, we'll move to the next question. X is 5 times as good as workman as y. Now it denotes efficiency. Efficiency of x. X is 5 times as good as workman as y, right? Now here, if I take x and y, if y does one work, same time x does 5 parts of the work. See, efficiency is 5:1, and its time taken, it will be 1:5. And therefore is able to finish a job in 64 days less than y. So the difference between both the values is what? Both the ratio is what? 4 parts. So 4 parts makes 64 days, and one part will be what? To complete one part, they have to take 16 days. Okay, if one part is 16 days. Okay, now my question is in how many days they can complete the work if they work together. See, x takes one part, that is 16 days to complete a work, and y takes how many days? 16 5 are 80 days to complete a work. So what is the LCM for 16 and 80? It is nothing but 80. Let us take that total work is 80. If I give this 80 parts of the work to x, he will complete the work in 16 days. So in one day, x does 5 works. And if I give 80 total work to y, he takes 80 days to complete the work. Then in one day, we can say y does only one work, right? So if they work together, x and y, in one day, they will complete 5 plus 1, 6 parts of the work. So there are totally 8 parts. So 80 parts. So 80 works are there, right? So 80 by 6. What is 80 by 6? 40 by 3. So 40 by 3, you can write it as 13 1 by 3 days. Okay, they'll take 13 1 by 3 days to complete the work. So we are, I think there are a few questions they have asked based on the time and work, right? Next. So it is a question based on the basic formula. The average of the set of observation, that is 0 plus n square, 1 plus 2 square, that is square of the values, is nothing but n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. That is your answer. Next. The ratio of total surface area to the lateral surface area of a cylinder. What is the total surface area of a cylinder? So just remember, volume of a cylinder is nothing but pi r square. Okay, and lateral surface area is nothing but 2 pi r h. Okay, total surface area is nothing but lateral surface area plus 2 times of base area. So I can take out, if I take 2 pi r into h plus r as common, the total surface area is 2 pi r into h plus r of is the formula for the cylinder. They're asking the ratio of total surface area, that is TSA, to the lateral surface area of a cylinder. What is total surface area? We got it as 2 pi r into h plus r. And lateral surface area 2 pi r h. So you can cancel 2 pi r and 2 pi r, right? So h plus r by h. And they have given the radius of the base as 80 centimeter. So r is equal to 80 and height is 20. So 80 plus 20 divided by height 20. So 100 by 20. So and ratio is 5:1 is the answer. It is just enough if you know the basic concepts alone, right? Formulas. It's a question based on mensuration. Next. See, it is a very interesting question. Here you have to use the formula a plus b plus ab by 100. Okay. See, if all the sides of a square are decreased by 10 percentage, if I'm decreasing all the sides, right, by 10 percentage, so minus 10 plus of minus 10 into minus 10 by 100. So minus 20 minus into minus will become what? Plus 100 divided by 100. So minus 20 plus 1 is nothing but minus 19. This negative sign denotes the value decreases. So the value decreases by 19 percentage is your answer. Okay, now let us move on to the next question. Now, A is 4 times as fast as B. A is 4 times as fast as B. That is 4:1. B is 3 times as fast as C. So 3:1. The journey covered by C in 2 hours 36 minutes will be covered by A in how many minutes they're asking. Combine the ratio first. Okay, it is A is to B is to B is to C, right? So 4:1 is to 3:1. I'll get 4 3s are 12 is to 3:1. The journey covered by C in 2 hours 13 minutes. A is to B is to C. Right? See, one thing here, they are asking time. So here I have written the speed ratio. Now what you have to do is you should write the time ratio. If speed value of A and B is 4:1 and its time value will be, because speed and time are inversely proportional, the time ratio is 1:4. And B is to C. As speed is 3:1 and time ratio is 1:3. Okay, so A is to B, B is to C. So 1:4, 1:3. 1:4:3 is your answer. This is the ratio of A is to B is to C. See, the journey covered by C in 2 hours 36 minutes will be covered by A in, they're asking. So 2 hours 36 minutes is nothing but what? You can take it as what? 2 hours 36 minutes. 2 hours is nothing but 120. 120 plus 36, you'll get 156. Okay. Here, if you solve this question, you will get 13 minutes as your answer. Right? Now, we'll move to the next question. Find the number of terms in the arithmetic progression. Find the number of terms. See, you know the first term and last term, right? Then you can use the formula, number of terms formula, a plus n minus 1 into d. And the last term is 2, nth term is 205. And the first term is 7 plus n minus 1 into, difference is what? D is equal to second term minus first term, the value is 6. 6. So 205 minus 7 is equal to 6n minus 6. So what is 205 minus 7? 198. Okay, minus 6 when it comes to the side, it becomes plus 6 is equal to 6n. So 204 is equal to 6n. So n is equal to 204 by 6. 18 3 times, 94 4 times. So 34 terms are there. Okay, now from 8 consonants and 5 vowels. See, there are 8 consonants and 5 vowels. How many words having 3 consonants and 2 vowels can be formed? See, you're going to take 3 consonants from 8 consonants. So 8C3 and 5C2. You're going to form a 5-letter word of different types. So 5 factorial. All the 5 letters are different, right? So 8 into 7 into 6 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. And similarly, 5 into 4 divided by 2 into 1. And 5 factorial is nothing but 120. 3 twos are 6 will get cancelled. 2 times will get cancelled. 8 sevens are 56. 56 into 10 into 120. So 56 into 1200. So just know what is 56 into 12. 56 into 10 is nothing but 560. And 56 two times I'll get 112. So 672. 67200 is the answer. So it is not in the option. So none of the above is my answer. The answer is what? None of the above. We'll move to the next question. See, a letter of English alphabet is chosen at random. The property that the letter is a consonant is. See, how many letters are there in English alphabet? 26. In that, 21, 5 vowels and 21 letters are consonants. So 21 by 26 is my answer. Okay, it is very simple. And the last question of this video, if the length of the rectangle is increased by 10% and breadth is increased by 20%, here it is comes increased, and breadth is increased by 20%, by how much percentage the area gets increased? Here, as we use the same concept for square, okay, they gave you a problem based on square, right, where the sides of a square decreased by 10%. There I have used this formula only. The same formula you can use it here. Okay, length 10% and breadth 20%, and finally you'll get 10 into 20 divided by 100. What is 10 into 20? 10 plus 20, 30, plus 10 into 20 is what? 200 by 100. Okay, so 32% is my answer. Okay, I hope you got a few ideas based on the mathematical skills. I solved all the questions based on the shortcuts, which is applicable. Hope you all liked this video and also you learned something about this mathematical skills. So don't forget to subscribe us. Definitely, we are going to upload you further videos based on math exams for the upcoming December math. So our next video is data analysis and interpretation. Definitely, you will love it, and I'm sure. Thank you for watching the complete video. We'll see you soon. Bye.